Why, hello there. How are you today? I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you for asking. And thank you so much for coming in today. I know that the weather has been slightly rainy today, so we appreciate you coming in. Can I help you with anything? Oh, you're in the market for some men's fragrances. Anything in particular? Well, we have a number of very beautiful and intriguing men's fragrances in stock today. My name is Afton, and here at After a Fashion Fragrance Emporium, we strive to give you exactly what you need. So it'll be my pleasure to help you with that today. Why don't you just go ahead and get comfortable while I go into the back and pull some of our best fragrances that I think you might enjoy taking a look at, if that's all right with you. Wonderful. I'll be right back. Thank you so much for waiting. The first fragrance that I have for you today is Tom Ford for Men. This was Tom Ford's first fragrance for men. It was released in 2007. Its main accords are citrus, fresh spicy, woody, tobacco, and sweet, with the most prominent being the citrus and fresh spicy accords. You can see that it will come to you in this very luxe looking black and gold box. Upon opening the box, you will find a very suave and well-polished looking glass bottle with a ribbed textured glass. Yes, it is very attractive, is it not? I believe it would look very attractive on a bureau or dresser top. A bit more about this fragrance. The top notes are ginger, mandarin orange, lemon leaf oil, basil, bergamot, and violet leaf. The middle notes are Tunisian orange blossom, pink pepper, tobacco leaf, and grapefruit blossom. The base notes are amber, Virginian patchouli, oak moss, vetiver, cedar, leather, and cypra oil or nagarmotha. Would you like to give it a try? Wonderful. Typically, I like to spray first on a tester strip, and then, if you would like, after this, I can also give you a spritz as well. Yes, you may wish to roll up your sleeves so that you have lots of places to test these beautiful fragrances. Is that all right with you? Wonderful. Well, we'll just go ahead then and spray a bit on the strip. quite fresh. That initial blast of the mandarin orange and the lemon leaf oil are very present. How do you find it? I agree. It's quite fresh. Yes, definitely. Our customers have typically reported that the ginger, lemon oil, and tobacco are the most prominent notes for them. But everyone's skin is quite unique, and everyone has their own particular chemistries. So you'll never know until you have a full wearing on your own skin. Would you like to try a little bit there on your wrist? No problem. It is quite delicious, yes. If you'll just hold it out for me. Thank you. What do you think? Is it a winner? Well, we definitely have more to look at, so you can definitely think about it. No need to hurry any decisions here. I'll just go ahead and box it back up. And you can think about it a little more while we move on. And I'll just let you hang on to these strips. Our next item is an open box So if you decide to purchase it today, you will receive a considerable discount at checkout. This rather mysterious and brooding looking bottle comes from the illustrious perfume house Guerlain. And this perfume is entitled Guerlain Homme Intense. It is a flanker for the original Guerlain Homme, which was released prior to the Intense version, which, as the name would imply, is a somewhat stronger formulation than the original. The bottle comes to you in this very reflective packaging. The main accords for Guerlain Homme are green, fresh notes. It is an aromatic and woody fragrance with fresh spicy accords and hints of rum and sweetness. This fragrance was released in 2009, and it is very seductive. With this fragrance, Guerlain wanted to express the dichotomy of the dualistic nature of human beings, both human and animalistic. The top notes of this fragrance are green aromas of mint, as well as rhubarb and narcotic rum. The heart of the fragrance is a floral bouquet of geranium with a woody base of patchouli, cedar, and vetiver. Would you like to try it? Of course. Our top is being slightly difficult. I'll just go ahead and spritz the card for you to begin with. Yes, the rum is very prominent indeed. I would also say that you definitely get the initial blast of mint. Our customers typically report that the longevity of this fragrance is quite long lasting, with a sillage that is moderate despite it being the intense version of this fragrance. Would you like me to spray it on you? Our next fragrance is a limited edition of Hermes, Terre d'Hermes fragrance. Several of the notes have been changed from the original Terre d'Hermes, and this limited edition also comes in a special bottle. This particular special edition is from the year 2013. And can no longer be purchased in Hermes boutiques because it is no longer in production. Yes, we were quite lucky to get some of these bottles in. Indeed. This fragrance will come to you packaged in its original box. Which is quite classy and simple. You will notice that Hermes offers you some guidance as to how to use the perfume, as this particular falcon has a cap that does not come off, but rather twists to open. Yes, unfortunately, we have had some previous customers damage their bottles trying to remove the cap, so you wouldn't want to do that. Yes, the bottle is very beautiful and quite heavy. The geometric shapes on the front remind me of some of the mid-century modern furniture. It gives it a lovely retro vibe. You will also notice that the bottom of the bottle is shaped like an H for Hermes, and the H, which is orange in color, reflects into the bottom of the bottle, adding a simple yet interesting design element. This fragrance has accords that are woody, fresh, spicy, citrus, aromatic, and earthy. The top notes are orange and grapefruit. The middle notes are pepper and paragorium. The base notes are patchouli, cedar, vetiver, and benzoin. Would you like to try it out? Of course. So as I mentioned, you want to twist the cap, which rolls downward, revealing the sprayer mechanism at the top. quite spicy. Yes. A very sophisticated fragrance with an aura of suave power. Typically, our customers report that the cedar is the most prominent note, followed by the vetiver and orange. And I would have to agree, it's like a woody, spicy orange peel, if that would be possible, or an orange wood. It's quite warm and comforting. People also have said that this fragrance is very long lasting, with moderate to heavy sillage. Yes, perhaps not one for close quarters, but very beautiful. Shall I spray it on you? My pleasure. What's your verdict? It is very hard to decide. I never envy our customers the choice. Perhaps we should move on while you ruminate a bit. Excellent. Our next fragrance is a modern classic. It was released in 1997, so it's been around quite a while. A testament to its composition. It is a very cozy and simple scent, but simple in a beautiful way, in an uncomplicated and easy way. And the fragrance, of course, is Weekend by Burberry. The bottle and box mirror each other a bit, with just the simplistic inscription of the House of Burberry and the name of the perfume. You also get the echoing of the famous Burberry plaid, which you can see is present along the bottom of the bottle. You will also find that the cap contains the logo of the horse rider. Which is classic Burberry. The main accord of this fragrance is citrus, but it also has hints of fresh, sweet, woody, ozonic, and fruity accords. It is said to have a comfortable casual and relaxing character, which is very fitting for its title. I think that's how many of us like to spend our weekends, and this fragrance is a wonderful accompaniment to that time. The top notes in Burberry's Weekend are a citrus explosion featuring bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon, and grapefruit, followed by juicy pineapple and melon. The heart of the composition are ivy leaves, sandalwood, and oak moss. The base is quite sweet, made with amber and honey. Shall we try it? Wonderful. Yes, before we even smell the card, the citrus is so present. Oh, such an easy fragrance. It is very fresh and uplifting for sure. I would also say that it's rather cooling. All the fruits. Yes, definitely. People which have purchased this fragrance in the past from us have said that they feel the lemon and grapefruit are the most prominent notes in the fragrance, followed by the ivy leaf and bergamot. It is a very inoffensive fragrance, but people report that it has moderate to good lasting power. And for a citrus fragrance that is very light, really, it's quite impressive. It has a moderate sillage that tapers off after several hours to being quite a soft skin scent. So it's very good for office wear. What do you think? Are you interested? Of course. I'll just give you a couple of spritzes. Definitely. I'll let you hold on to the card and I'll go ahead and pack up this fragrance so that we can move on to our next one. Our next fragrance has always been one of my favorites. And it has also, unfortunately, been discontinued, but we are lucky to have several bottles still in stock. It is, of course, as you can see here, from Viktor and Rolf, and it is their first fragrance for men, entitled Antidote. It was released in 2006 and is classified as an oriental woody fragrance. The following year, this fragrance actually won 2 awards in perfumery called Fifi Awards. So it's quite a shame that they discontinued it. box, as you can see. Looks like it's wrapped up like a present. And comes adorned with Viktor and Rolf's signature V and R seal. As you can see, the bottle is very beautiful looking. Almost, I think, like an interesting faceted jewel, perhaps a peridot. You can see that the logo for Viktor and Rolf is echoed in the bottle cap and drips down the front of the bottle. The main accords for antidote are aromatic, warm spicy, fresh spicy, balsamic, woody, and floral. Viktor and Rolf have described this fragrance as a magical elixir. It is an antidote that heals, they say. With this fragrance, Viktor and Rolf said they wished to turn all that is negative into positive. Yes, we all need a little bit of that in our lives for sure. The top notes of this fragrance are refreshing with bergamot, mandarin, bittersweet grapefruit, mint, and Guatemalan cardamom. The middle notes are spicy and floral, with sambac jasmine, cinnamon, orange blossom, lavender, African geranium, nutmeg, freesia, and violet. The base is warm and powdery, with milky notes of sandalwood, vanilla, Indonesian patchouli, sensuous white musk, amber, caramel, incense, Texan white cedar, guaiacum wood, and tonka bean. Yes, a very complex fragrance indeed, with many, many notes. Shall we give it a try? Wonderful. I'm always excited about this one. refreshing opening very keenly, especially in the beginning. The bergamot and grapefruit, very present in the opening. Our customers have stated that they feel the most prominent notes in this composition tend to be the lavender, followed by the incense and cinnamon. It's a very beautiful fragrance. What do you think of it? It's very beautiful. I very much wish that they hadn't discontinued it. Perhaps we should spray a little of this on you. So lovely. And yet, very masculine, I think. It's very refined. Yes, indeed, I agree. Shall we let you think about it? Because we have one fragrance left, if that's all right with you. Wonderful. I'll just hand this off to you as well. Our final fragrance for today comes to us again from Viktor and Rolf. This time, we have their second fragrance for men, Spicebomb, which is the male counterpart to the incredibly popular female offering from Viktor and Rolf entitled Flower Bomb. Yes, many people wear it. Don't let this rather unassuming looking packaging fool you, because unlike the elegant refinement of Antidote, Spicebomb is raucous and extroverted, quite explosive in character. This, like Antidote, however, is also classified as an oriental woody, but with heavier spices in the composition, which help lend it that explosive character. The main accords in this fragrance are warm spicy, cinnamon, and tobacco, with some subordinating accords of leather, sweet, and soft spicy. With this perfume, Viktor and Rolf wanted to create something that had very sensual undertones. And to do this fragrance was created with two diametrically opposed fragrance accords. The first being the addictive and fiery one, and the second being the explosive and icy one. The fiery accord contains notes of chili, saffron, leather, tobacco, and vetiver. The explosive one includes bergamot, grapefruit, elemi, and pink pepper. And although the box might make you think the fragrance would be rather unassuming, you will soon see that the bottle is very appropriate for the character of the fragrance. Quite heavy. So you'll see that this incredibly unique bottle is shaped like a hand grenade, a very literal depiction of the title and character of the fragrance. Yes, it is very interesting, isn't it? And again we see on the little charm the logo for Viktor and Rolf. It is a very attractive bottle, if not slightly combative, shall we say. Aggressive. Although, if you ever get a chance to see the female flower bomb, you will notice that it is also shaped like a grenade, although it is slightly more refined and petite. To open this fragrance, there is no cap, but you simply remove the pin which constrains the sprayer mechanism. Yes, much like a real grenade. Shall we try it then? Yes. We shall end our fragrance samplings with a bang. I never want to accidentally spray myself in the face or something. There we go. Yes, it is quite spicy indeed. also has hints of the icier bergamot and grapefruit that help to balance it. Especially in the opening. What do you think? Are your olfactory senses getting worn out? Yes, we have tested a number of lovely fragrances. What do you think? I do like it. It has a far more gregarious character. Less mystery than antidote, I think. And I think it's slightly more popular. Our customers have stated that they have found that the cinnamon, pepper, and tobacco were the most prominent notes for them. But this is also a complex composition, and will be very unique to you. Yes, it is quite long-lasting, I have been told, with very heavy sillage, so it is not really an office-friendly fragrance, much more geared towards going out and other night fare. Yes, since it came out in 2012, we have had quite a few of these purchased from our shop. Would you like to try it on your skin? Of course. Yes, I agree. Well, you do have a very difficult choice ahead of you. Sure, of course. Take all the time you need. As I said, there's never a need to feel rushed here. at After a Fashion Fragrance Emporium. I will just give you our final test strip and go and collect all of the fragrances that we have tried today so that you might make some final decisions. So just to review, we looked at Viktor Rolf's Antidote and Spicebomb, Burberry's Weekend, Tom Ford for men, Terre d'Hermes, and Guerlain Homme Intense. Were there any that you particularly favored? Yes, choices are difficult. Well, perhaps I should leave you alone with them for a few moments. Feel free to take them out of their boxes again and look closely, or spray a few times. And when you have made your final selection, I will be waiting for you at the register, where we will get unopened and untested boxes for you, except for the Guerlain, which, as you recall, is an open box buy. Does that sound alright with you? Excellent. Well, regardless of your choice to purchase with us today, I would like to thank you again so much for coming in. It looks like the weather has cleared up out there slightly, so hopefully the rest of the day will be beautiful and pleasant for you. My name is Afton again, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to come and ask me. It's been a pleasure helping you. Yes, thank you. Have a beautiful day.